Garnet sea level gauges make liquid management simple. The Garnet sea level gauge system works by first tracking the fluid level in a tank using a stainless steel sender bar. The sender bar is installed on the inside of the tank and is supported by a 1-inch coupler and anchor. A float fitted around the sender bar moves in accordance with the fluid level. The position of the float is tracked by reed switches inside the sender bar that detect the magnetic field generated by the float. As the tank fills with fluid, these address-based reed switches allow the microprocessors to send a digital calculation of float position via a fiber optic cable to the sea level 808 P2 gauge mounted on the side of the crude oil transport. The 808 P2 gauge displays the amount of fluid in the portable tank, allowing the operator to easily view and monitor the fluid levels. Garnet sea level gauges can also regulate the filling process. The Spill Stop Ultra works in conjunction with the sea level gauge to prevent overfill during the loading process. The gauge has a programmable alarm point that, when reached by the float, will activate a yellow indicator light on the display and sound an alarm to notify the operator that the tank is full. The operator can bypass this warning by depressing the bypass button on the gauge. If the fluid level continues to rise and reaches the engine or hydraulic pump shutdown point, a red indicator light is activated on the display and the engine or pump is shut down to prevent the tank from overfilling. When the fluid is emptied from the crude oil transport and the fluid drops below the alarm points, the Spill Stop Ultra alarm indicators will go out. When the tank empties, the Spill Stop Ultra system resets automatically, eliminating the need for the operator to rearm the system manually. Similarly, Garnet sea level gauges can be used to monitor fluid levels in stationary tanks. For larger stationary tanks, like tank batteries, Garnet sea level gauges utilize a polyethylene sender bar that coils easily for shipping and is resistant to corrosion. For smaller tanks, like frac tanks, Garnet sea level gauges uses the same stainless steel sender bar installed on the crude oil transport and transmits fluid level, volume, and temperature to a display mounted on the frac tank. The fluid information can be hardwired to a Modbus communications using a SCADA system, or can communicate wirelessly using a cellular network or satellite. Garnet sea level gauges are a state-of-the-art liquid management solution. For more information on Garnet gauges, please visit garnetinstruments.com or contact us at 877-668-7813.